So what's going on everyone, welcome back to another video. Originally not a video that I wanted to make because I wanted to go to a local book market, also comic book market, but yeah, it's not the best. There are some things that I need to get off my chest. It's not the best time either, but Allah. But apparently, yeah, something you might already know. Steam kind of caved into an particular group of people. Collective shout, I think, is kind of a group of wine aunts who can't accept the fact that their prime is over, and that there are fictional characters that are more attractive than them in games. Therefore, basically what the church moms were in the 90s and the televangelists in the 80s. Oh, we should think about the kids, but that's a different topic. But a few days ago, I think yesterday, I discovered that ironically, but I'm not surprised this was all planned, I think. X kind of implemented, and we can get to that next article when I go to Brave browser. They implemented age checking measures to align with new laws. What that means is this kind of pressured by Irish regulators over Ireland's online safety code. And they are basically online safety measures that came into effect this week, stipulated all video sharing platforms must implement age checking measures to ensure the protection of younger users. That means that Instagram, Facebook, TikTok and X are all now obliged to implement age checking process in line with the new law. And not so long ago the UK implemented a similar law that the Online Safety Act. So if there are your service providers, more information of what you need can be found at Alice Only page and guide to implementing highly effective age assurance. Well, basically is keep children safe. Sounds good on paper, but kind of already misses the mark. Of course, children below 10 should not be using social media, but 12. But what basically means is, it kind of misses the mark in a lot of cases. So what basically is, you can see the count before you ask to confirm your age, and how it's possible to show that age is facial age estimation. So you upload a photo or video, analyze to estimate your age. Open banking, you give permission to age check services. Secure access information from your bank, which is kind of a slippery slope where you are over 18. Age check service then confirms this with the site or app. Digital identity services like wallets or etc. I don't use digital wallets that much except for Steam and GOG, but I digress. This is the UK, but also happens in Europe, by the way. Credit card age checks, you provide your credit card details and the payment processor checks if the card is valid, as you must be over 18 to obtain a credit card that shows you are over 18. Something you could check either way. Provide your email address and technology analysis other online services where it has been used, such as banking or utility providers, to estimate your age. Mobile network operator age checks, you give permission for an age check service to confirm whether you are not your mobile phone number was age filters applied to it. If there are no restrictions, this confirms you are over 18. You can figure that out as well, even without it. Photo ID matching, and there comes a slippery slope. This is similar to the check when you show a document. For example, you upload an image of a document that shows your face and age and the image of yourself at the same time. These are compared to confirm if the document is yours. So what they basically want you to do is, you have to think of the kids and the children online, but they also want you to send to upload a photo ID of your of a sensitive document to social media company, or to another site like for example Pornhub or X videos. And I'm thinking by myself, would I trust a company like Meta or X with with sensitive private info like my ID? How do I know this information will be private or not? There's no leak, etc. And I say that's for safety reasons, but that will be kept safe, but I don't trust it. And yeah, we can go back to this. And yeah, companies face fines up to $23 million US or 10% of a platform annual turnover for any breaches. Yeah, so yeah, thank you, dang Irish. So yeah, here's the same thing. So only if you're willing to pay. Even then, the fact that this even got through, yeah, I should be surprised. I was frustrated, but I'm not surprised at all. This was all by design. And yeah, it's kind of in line with other things that we see. When you go back to this, is when you can see certain content, I can even see things from my artists due to local laws. So I had to use a VPN provider that I have for quite some time to see things. And also this, the EU gives platforms 12 months to deploy strict age verification. So yeah, we have to basically think about the kids. But also companies like Steam and itch.io that strict card processing network rules prohibiting non-consensual content. Games violating these rules cannot be published, so content is reviewed case by case, with violations potentially leading to refunds or frozen transactions, which is already the case with certain Japanese RPGs, for example, and some not safe for work content, like on the L side, where the payment processors don't even work anymore when you're living in the West. So the following is a non-exhaustive list of prohibited themes: non-consensual content, real or implied, underage or barely legal themes. That's a really vague term. This could be anything. Incest or pseudo-incest content. With a bunch of, but I digress. Bestiality or animal related. Okay, yeah, real bestiality and animal related stuff. I'm not a big fan of either. So, but it's a slippery slope. Yeah, the R word, coercion or force related. Yeah, unless it's fictional, I don't think. Just because if it's fictional, then yeah, who cares, right? It's just a drawing. And why aren't we going after the real R words, coercion and force related things? But we get to it later. Yes, yeah, of course, X trafficking implications, revenge P or hidden cam, extreme harm. It's also impossible to come up with an exhaustive list or unacceptable price to sell, so often we have to take content reviews one at a time. If an issue arises with your account that isn't already covered by our policy, then we will contact you and share what options you may have. If you've collected money while violating these terms, we may be forced to refund or freeze all pending transactions, or accounts that are in violation of our terms are not eligible for payouts. So basically, this is a complete overreach, not only on behalf of European Union and the UK, but also on part of the payment processor and groups as Source Collective or something. I forgot the name already, but you get my point. But is this going to solve actual exploitation of children, women, etc.? I personally think not. And it's kind of weird that the UK and Ireland, the European Union, is going after, let's say, People who create fictional content with fictional characters that don't even exist in the real world, that don't cause any harm. When they're going after, apparently that is a main priority. When they should be going after, the real problems in society, like actual exploitation of children, women, etc. And things like bestiality and stuff. They're happening in the real world, going after, and things like, happening in the UK with a certain group of, where they're letting, when also in the European continent, where they let, billions of, people coming from third world countries into, letting them into the country without, through the illegal process. And and certain gangs that formed in the UK, when they should be going after them. But those real problems after the actual criminals, people who actually exploit women, kids, who actually groom children and even women from the native population, just because they don't have a certain dress code. I think they should focus more on those problems, on fortifying certain borders, like actual crime, instead of going after drawings. So will this have any effect? Are you stupid enough to give your ID to a social media company or an adult movie site or an R34 site to protect the children? I don't think so. Well, I'm not retarded enough to do that. And the only thing that will cause this is that there will be more of there will be more things happening in the black. It will basically go to the black market. If people want something, they are going to get it. They could implement all kinds of rules, but people will find a loophole. VPNs will rise, and actual crimes will not be solved, because we have to focus on drawings over people who are actually being exploited, etc. And also payment processors have no leg to stand on, because they were being caught once to facilitate actual cheese pizza and women actually being harmed, things like that. So I think this is a very dangerous form of censorship, and people who pretend to have the moral high ground, give them too much power and attention, while ignoring the actual problems. I mean, apparently drawings are more important than actual women, etc. Actual children being, exploited. So no, I think this is a mistake. I think this is an borders. It is overreach on behalf of the payment processors and especially the European Union and the UK and other countries. And it's basically giving the. I said, are you stupid enough to give your sensitive document to a social media company, etc.? The information could fall. We know that very well that information could fall in the wrong hands. No, it won't solve. It won't. It won't make things go underground. It will only make things. Will make the actual. The priorities are entirely wrong. They should be focused on things that are happening, on more serious problems. And that's about it. It's a long rant, but yeah, people will find loopholes. And yeah, it's a very dangerous thing. Slippery slope. That won't make the problems go away. But that's it for this video because I repeat myself. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Peace.